All right, hey guys, Chaps here. I'm joined by Jay Scott, or as you probably know him, Lil Big Game. So how you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
All right, not too bad, not too bad. So I figured I'm gonna start off with some questions to get to know you a little bit better, and then we can talk some gears.
Perfect.
So to start off, where are you from? What do you do for a living?
Okay. I live in Denver, Colorado. I'm in the southern part of Denver. My occupation is a senior accountant at Centennial Airport, which is one of the smaller airports here in Denver. We deal with more of the private jets, um, people that really have money in a nutshell. So if you're flying commercial, you're going to go to DIA. If you're flying with some money, you're pretty much going to come to Centennial.
Nice. I also work in the aviation industry, so that's interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what living in Colorado, what do you do as some of your hobbies? Skiing and stuff up there?
Skiing, well, more of a snowboarder.
Okay.
Try to get snowboarding in at least 2 to 3 months, maybe probably 4 months out the year. Some awesome ski resorts here. You have Vail, you have Keystone, you have Breckenridge, you have Frisco. There's 1,000 ski resorts here, so try to get some skiing in. When summertime comes, try to get some regular bike riding in. We have 1,000 bike paths here. We have bike paths all the way up to Boulder and all the way down south as Colorado Springs. So just try to stay active, try to stay in the streets in a good way. And yeah, just a fitness town, man. Just love to enjoy it.
Nice. So one of your hobbies is got to be gaming, right?
Of
So
course, of course.
so when did you first get into gaming?
My first system was actually an Atari. It was just one big joystick, one big button. Didn't know anything about gaming. It was just something fun to do on my spare time when I lived in Minnesota. I started really getting into gaming when I had Nintendo. Had the two buttons and a joystick. So just learning what gaming was. It seemed like more of the games back there were mentally complicated. It really wasn't strategically. It was just knowing what buttons to push and where to go. And of course, everybody knows the up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select,
Common
start. Just
code.
getting
Yep.
the cheating codes of all time.
Yep.
Um, and then from there, I went to Super Nintendo, and from Super Nintendo, I started going into the PlayStation realm for a brief second. I had the regular PlayStation for maybe about a year or two. Really liked it. I saw the generations of gaming evolve.
Yeah.
Of course, the game at the time was definitely just Madden. All I knew was Madden, Madden and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Then Xbox came out. I've been with Xbox ever since. My very first game for Xbox was Halo, and I know nothing about Halo. It was my first game that I could talk to other people. Didn't know that talking trash was actually a thing. I thought everything was just cooperative, and you meet new people and call it a day. And then yeah, I've been on Xbox ever since. So if you look at my gamer tag, I've been on Xbox for probably 13, 14 years.
Wow. Yeah, you got me
Yeah.
beat there. I think I'm at like 9 now maybe. So you're into Gears now.
Yeah.
So when did you get into Gears and what sort of hooked you to Gears? What made you stick with that game?
Well, I got Gears when it first came out. It was a lot of talk about the game. It was the game changer of the year. It was my first third person game. Didn't know anything about third person whatsoever. I first started playing it, I sucked. I was horrible. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how aiming would work. I didn't know anything. It took me about a good literally 6 months to get used to playing the Gears game. And then from there, I just started meeting people. I actually had a friend that worked at Epic at the time. So I used to talk to a couple of developers here and there, not really knowing them, but just try to understand exactly what their feel is for the game and where they're
Yeah.
trying to go. Um, and then the rest was history. Gears 1 took off. I loved it. I played that game religiously. Of course, I beat the campaign. I tried to get as high as I can in the ranks. Gears 2 came out. Loved it, minus the lag, but I understand that it's part of evolution of gaming.
Yep.
Um, and then I kind of took it seriously then because I tried to get in the top ranks. I went to numerous competitions in the United States, whether they were local, whether they were state or nationwide. Um, Definitely trying to get my name out there. I did play against some great people, some people that are actually on YouTube right now to this day. Some have retired as well. And then Gears 3 came, and it was still one of the competitive things where I want to get very competitive, see people, meet new people as well. And then it was just the rest of history. I love Gears from there. Right now, it's just people I meet is people I've known that's been developers, that's been competitive. Most of them pretty much have gone off the back end now. We have a new core of gamers that are young. They're now in this age, and they're definitely taking over. But it's just real nice. It's real nice to see where Gears have came, and now we're on esports. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely loving where Gears is going. There's so many avenues. Whoops, there's so many avenues um, for Gears to go right now. So I'm definitely interested to see where it goes from there.
Yeah, it's been really fun to see it evolve. I
Oh yeah.
joined December after the game came out is when I first
Hmm.
started playing, and
Hmm.
I've been a member of the community, or like active member, since what, 08, 09, and
Right.
it's been wonderful just watching it evolve from game to game, seeing where it's going. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So one of the Gears communities that I recently got involved with is the Gears Reddit, which you happen to be a moderator of.
Yeah.
So how did you get into that?
Well, I remember when Gears. I said around Gears 2, Gears 3 came across. And I started just lurking in the community, just seeing what they're doing, what their stance was, what they're trying to accomplish, and it was very stagnant. It was pretty much information that we got from Gears of War's forum that got transferred over to Gears Reddit. People were just really stagnant. A lot of negativity every now and then. Again, everybody was stagnant. So I knew when Gears of War 4 comes out because Ultimate Edition was just it was the it was the drink for the dinner. I knew that the dinner was going to be Gears of War 4. So when Ultimate Edition came out, I reached out to him. I said, hey, I'm looking. I see that this forum is real stagnant. I definitely love to join and help you guys. And it took a bit of time. And Troy, which is the main moderator of it, took his
Yeah, I've
time. But we
actually
def
I've known Troy for a little while.
yeah.
I grew up in North Carolina, right down the street from Epic,
Okay.
so I knew Troy.
Exactly. So no, me and Troy talked. He was very busy, but we and talked, and I put some put some things together that I want to do to the forum, and what he wanted to do, and want to see that we meshed as a team, and we jumped right off, and everything from there was just history. So we're just trying to have that big second forum for
Yeah,
information, as far as meeting new people, any events that comes up. We want to be at least a second forum to understand. 'Cause we also know that Gears of War, just an original site, is the main place to go. But we also want that second, just in case you're in Reddit at the point, you just want to see what's going on in Gears. You're right there. So,
I've brought a lot of
um,
my main conversations to the Gears forums themselves, but
mhm.
the Reddit is a really nice place to go.
Yeah.
And it's more relaxed, I'd say, a lot less rules, and
Yes. Yes.
it's
I mean, when you're dealing with Gears of War forums, you're dealing with people that's been playing the game for almost 7+ years, back to Gears of War 1. With Gears Reddit, you do have them old tenure people, but you also have a lot of new people that are really trying to make a mark maybe in the community of showing like who they are and maybe put up a montage. And then you have the people that's just been there for God knows how long and just wants to give information or give strategics or
yeah.
strats of how to just to be a better player. So it's pretty good.
So what would you say you're most proud of with the Reddit and where it's gone recently?
I think with Reddit, we still have a long way to go. I am proud that there's more subs there. Is very active as of Gears of War 4, which is great. Um, I think we kind of branched out and went to find other ways of trying to keep the Gears of War Reddit form alive, but you're able to branch out and meet your friends. So I'm so glad that Xbox brought out the community in the clubs because that's just an
Yeah,
extra way of keeping your friends that you meet on Gears Reddit in the club and you can meet them. And it's neat because I've been able to do a couple of giveaways, $10 gift cards for maybe some microtransactions that people may want. Just for showing up and just showing your clips. You have people that like them. And even we had some devs come in there and show some love to some of the people that have liked clips, which is pretty neat. They may not know it, but I know some of the devs that definitely came in there. So it's pretty neat to able to branch out from Gears of War Reddit if you're on your phone, that you can go right to the club on Xbox and still keep that conversation going, and be able to show everything that you're trying to do in life. So.
Yeah. So when you're actually playing the game, what do you like to do? What modes do you play, or who do you play with? Do you play with a bunch of people from the club, or do you have a regular squad that you run with?
The games I like to play right now is TDM. TDM is just it's been going on since Gears of War One, so that's just one of the favorite game modes. Dodgeball is really fun as well. I've it's allow you to kind of show your clutchness, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just to see if you can bring your whole team back, which is pretty neat. I realized that core and competitive is night and day. We had the discussion earlier before. Matter of fact, we played against each other. We caught each other
Yeah, we
online a
did.
couple times,
Yep.
and so just realizing that core and competitive is night and day. That the shotgun and core is 10 times different than the
Yeah.
shotgun and competitive. So just working back and forth in that. I told you earlier, my goal is trying to be diamond in majority of the games I play. So I'm happy that I'm diamond in TDM. I'm happy I'm diamond in dodgeball, but execution is definitely going to be a task because it's definitely more strategic.
Yeah.
It's definitely more strats, so that's a good thing. As far as people I play with, I pretty much have a couple people I play with. Got some people from overseas that I play with, and some local people. Big shout out to the King Squad, so King Spider, Gordo I play with, a person named Neff I play with, and a couple other really top notch players. A Devil is one of them. He's I know at the time he was probably ranked in the nation. I'm not sure where he is right now, but he still makes some crazy clips. I'll say that. I have played a couple people with in the Gears of War club as well. I met a couple people as well, and they're pretty good as well. So that's pretty neat. But I'm trying to eventually some of the not the devs, but some of the mods. Eventually, we're gonna do a mods versus clubs, and just have a couple of our mods go in at it in whatever game mode, and have fun. Just have fun,
Nice.
and you meet new players and see where we go. I'm pretty sure I'll link up with you eventually again, and
Yep.
we'll go another 5 rounds like we always do. So,
Yeah. Let's see. So, all right, obviously Gears is a lot of fun, right?
oh yeah,
But as you see on the forums or you see on the Gears Reddit, there's a lot of complaints out there.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
What what would you say if you could change one thing about the game right now? What do you think that would be?
I'm not gonna say microtransactions because there's a there's a method to their madness. Like I tell everybody in the forums, like I tell everybody that plays the game, you're not forced to buy the microtransactions.
Right.
I know people may want some reward for getting some type of kill or some type of bounty they have. I understand that point, but microtransactions is I think it's one of the things to kind of separate yourselves from knowing that you're an avid gamer of Gears. Like this is your love, this is your passion. People with the love and the passion of the game will go out and buy a $10, you know, box or $15 box. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to them because they love the game so much. Whatever they get, they're able to customize in the game and show people that the other play like, oh, this person is he loves the game that much. So I'm not going to complain about that. I think I would more so put my complaints in the rank system. I'm not. I understand how it works. I understand that most of your rankings formulas consist of or algorithms consist of wins and MVPs. I understand that, but there has been times that you probably have linked up. I'm pretty sure you may had a stacked team, or I had a stacked team, and we played some silvers, and it's like, why are we playing silvers, or why are we playing gold? So I wish that was a little bit more. That formula was a little bit more concrete and making some matches similar, and just having a competitive mode because there's been times that you may play 20, 25 games and you're running the tables like it's nothing, and you're like, "Oh, why are these people replaying their goals? Like, what the heck?"
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if there's not that many diamonds out there, or they're this is the team that's on a momentum to go to Onyx or Diamond. I don't know, But I think that'd be the only thing that I would change is if we're able to match up more on par with people of our competitive lifestyle.
All right, interesting. So I've got one last question for you.
Gotcha.
It's a little fun one that
Okay.
it tricks people up a lot. So let's see how you do here.
Okay.
If you could pick one Gears character that best represents you, who would you say that is?
Oh, jeez, man. Does it have to be Gears of War 4? Let me ask you that
No,
question.
no, it can be
Okay.
any Gears.
There was something about Cantus that I liked. And I don't know why I like Cantus. I don't know if it's because he was slim, he was skinny. Not saying that I'm skinny, but he was one of them, he was a sneaky player. And I just feel like I'm that sneaky player when I play the game. Like I'm always in, not saying I'm always in a corner hiding, but you may catch me behind a wall and I might pop out and, shotgun you down, or I may come out of nowhere and wall bounce you and shotgun you down. It's Cantus. Like Cantus defines me. I wish if they could have ill big game Cantus, that's me right there. That's me. And or maybe put my face on a can player. That will be me. That will 100% be me.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this sort of get to know session. Thanks, BigGame, for joining me.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you for allowing me.
yeah, it's been fun. To the viewers, as always, I'm going to have his links below to his Twitter and his Reddit account and stuff like that. Likes and subs are always appreciated. And if you have suggestions for future guests, just let me know. And thanks again for joining me. I'm sure I'll catch you online sometime,
I'm
somewhere.
pretty sure I will.
Yep. And viewers, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.